Hey guys, recruiting is the answer. What I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to explain to you why recruiting is the answer and the senior activity that you should be doing as an agency builder and as a manager and as a sales leader, whatever you want to call it, a managing partner in a life insurance agency. Your number one duty is to recruit. I'm going to get into that in a minute here. Why? So if you feel your statistics slumping down, if you get drained, I'm telling you, put the energy into recruiting. Your stats will jump up. Your energy will be rehabilitated. I'm going to get into this here. Okay. If you feel like this content's valuable to you, please like and subscribe to my channel. I have a bunch of other videos on insurance sales, insurance marketing, and if you have any agents that are studying for their life insurance exam, show them my life insurance exam prep videos as well. They may be able to help them pass their exam the first time around with flying colors. Okay, so recruiting is the answer to most of your production problems. If you're running a team, if you're building a team, if you feel like you're not where you want to be yet, it's simply because of recruiting. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Other people may argue that, but the reality is that if your production isn't where you want it to be, you just don't have the people on your team yet, okay? The insurance industry as a whole has a high turnover rate. At the end of the day, you have to recruit a lot of people if you want to have a lot of people on your team. That just is what it is. If you want to have a big team, you have to recruit a lot of people. Okay, if you want to have 1,000 agents writing business, you're going to have to recruit a hell of a lot more than 1,000 agents. You're going to recruit like 10,000 agents if you want 10,000 writing agents. And people have to be in a system that's scalable and allows high performers to get into management positions with you so that you can duplicate yourself. Now, as long as the training systems and protocols and environments are there for people to be successful, you're giving them the tools, giving them the environment, and you're teaching them how to use the tools, you can scale up as much as you can. Then it's just a recruiting game from there. So the people I know with the largest teams in the insurance industry, they all make recruiting their number one top priority. It trumps all. Most of their day is spent recruiting. That will get you the most money. Any drop in production my team has ever had, if I had more people, we wouldn't have had the drop in production. Plain and simple. Recruiting is the answer to all of your problems. It is the only way to get big. It's the only way to sell a lot of insurance, to recruit a lot of people. That's how it's been for hundreds of years. It's not going to change. And what happens in recruiting too, when you have a big recruiting push, a few months later is when you start to see the production come up. Same thing, if you have a drop in recruiting a few months later is when you see the drop in statistic. So to maintain those statistics, never let off the gas recruiting. I'm telling you, please don't learn the hard way like I have. Never let off the gas on recruiting. If your statistic drops, put more money into recruiting. You need more people, because it takes quantity to find quality, okay? The statistic with production, like I'm going to go over this again, with production with recruiting, it typically follows a few months from now. So your mindset and your actions now are really going to start to shine 3 to 6 months down the road. People get signed up for the licensing course and they go through training and then they start learning stuff, and it's a couple months before they're actually rolling and rocking and producing. That is, if they make it, which most people won't make it in the insurance industry. That is what it is. Most people don't have the drive. They don't have the sociability. And they're just not willing to learn and want to do something else. They're employees, not employers, and you have to have an employer mindset to be a great life insurance agent. You have to look at insurance recruiting like sales, okay? So if you have just a few clients, a few prospects in your pipeline, what's going to happen if you lose a couple sales? You're going to go crazy. You're going to try to call those clients, get them back on the books. They're probably not going to pay their bill anyway. You're going to get exhausted and drained energy on dealing with these people that are a pain in the ass. If you have 1,000 prospects in your pipeline for sales, you're not going to worry about a couple deals falling off. You're going to be like, yeah, whatever. I'll call them. If they don't want to pay, who cares? I got all these other people who want to pay. Same thing with recruiting. If you only have a few agents, you're going to end up wanting to sink all this time and energy into people who don't want to invest time and energy into themselves. And whatever, maybe they will at some point, but not if they don't want to do that right now. Like, don't waste your time and energy on them. Find people who are willing to invest time and energy into themselves. The only draining thing I ever did in this industry was invest time and energy into people who don't reinvest that time and energy into themselves. So treat recruiting like sales. The more people you have in the pipeline, the more it will let you focus your attention on the winners. If you only have a few, you're going to focus your attention on the losers. You're going to be like, hey, why aren't you doing what you got to do to succeed? Okay? So you don't want it to be the culture that in order to get your attention, the people have to do bad. Like if you're always giving attention to the people who have low statistics to try to get them motivated and back up, the people who produce are going to be like, oh, do I have to suck to get this guy's attention? No, you don't want that. If you have a ton of people, the good people are going to rise to the top, the people who show up every day, put in the effort and want to win, and you're going to put your time and energy and effort into those people. That's as simple as it is. You get a ton of people, you're only going to put the time and energy and effort into the people that are winning, because you're going to have so many people that you're going to be like, dude, like these people are crushing it. These are my boys right here. These are my girls. We're taking it. We've taken it to the house. So a failure to recruit can result in you investing more time and energy into the people that suck than the people who are good. Okay? Don't make that part of your culture. You need more people. You need a lot of people to find the good ones. It takes quantity to take quality. To find quality. You can only dress up a trash bag, a dumpster so pretty, right? If you have a dumpster motivation, an agent with a dumpster motivation, meaning a shitty motivation level, there's only so much you can do. You can maybe get that person excited for a day or a few hours or a week, but they're going to slump back into their cycle. It is what it is. Like, you don't have to be the savior or psychological. Just find the people who aren't wasting your time. It's like if you're in a relationship and the person's doing stuff you don't like, it's like, cool, well, I can either sit here and drain my time and energy. If you feel like that person's worth that, then do it. Or you can find someone else who maybe you're more compatible with. So it's like, recruit as many people as you can. Give as many people as you can a chance. Hey, if they suck, whatever, just don't pay attention to them. Like, give them the tools, train them on the tools, but if someone's not going to show up, they're not going to put in the effort, if they're going to complain, if they're going to say, I got all these problems, cool, bro, well, you know what? I do too. So I figure mine out every freaking morning. I wake up, I do my shit, I eat breakfast, I go to the gym, I show up at work early, I work a full day every single day. I got responsibilities too. You know, people blaming it on their kids. Dude, if you blame it on your kids, you had excuses before that. So look at, recruiting is going to solve all your problems. You can tell I get pretty emotional about this. Recruit, 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 recruit. Never take the gas off, and also help build up other people to build up their teams, because you're going to get to max capacity around 30 to 40 agents. So once you get to around 30 to 40 agents, you're going to be at max capacity. That's all you'll be able to handle as a recruiter. Because 30 to 40, you're going to have maybe like 15 of them actually working, right? 15, 20 actually working. In our system, we terminate people if they're not doing anything. Like, we cancel their contracts. So it's a little bit different if you're in an IMO where you can just recruit anybody and then they stay contracted with you for a long time, able to write a couple sales a month. So help other people build up their teams too, because that'll make it a lot easier for you. That way you can be the main recruiter and you can just dish out people, help train them up, dish them out, help them get their sales, and then you can help other people build their teams and win too, because recruiting is hard. And you want to see everybody on your team succeed. So make sure you do what you can to give them a fair commission level for helping you in your growth. Bottom line, never stop recruiting. If you like this video, comment and I will show you. If we get enough comments here, I will show you how I have an automated recruiting system where I just get text messages from interested agents who want to sell life insurance, and then I call them. That's all I do. I'll show you the system with enough comments.